What's up, crypto legends? In this episode, we're going through the price of Bitcoin, going to talk about the most important level of support and resistance. We do still have some liquidity building up above $69,000. Could we have another attempt in breaking all-time high? We're taking a look at Ethereum BTC chart. I'm going to explain how Ethereum is likely to outperform Bitcoin in the next coming weeks, also hitting all-time high very, very soon. So make sure to stick to the very end because we're going to talk about some very important news that is going on. Guys, let's crack on here with the Bitcoin technical analysis. Remember, I've spoken to Bybit, so you can get the best fee reduction here, which is 20%, and the best bonus here, just using my link down below in the description. If you cannot do KYC or you're not interested, just with an email and a password, 𝗬𝗫𝘂𝗿, my second best option here to trade cryptocurrency. Now let's go right away here with the Bitcoin technical analysis. I'm going to share with you here the CVD divergence as well. Now CVD right now on Bybit is creating lower lows. There are a lot of people shorting the market here these last few hours, trying to push the price to lower levels. As you can see from this pivot low created early this morning, just above $62,000, we can see here the pivot low on the CVD creating lower lows already, and on the price action higher lows, meaning that the highs here at $67,500 range are likely going to be taken possibly in the next coming hours. Now let's talk about the possibility of the price moving down here to lower levels. If we were to come down to claim this low here, we will be forming very strong bullish CVD divergence, not only on Bybit but very likely on the rest of exchanges as well. So something that we need to take into consideration: people trying to short the market here, trying to push the price to lower levels, and just the price action is creating higher lows. As we do form those lower lows on CVD, this is going to be very, very bullish for that liquidity to continue to build up here at the $69,000 range. As you can see, we can see there's quite a lot of liquidity, so we could have an attempt in breaking those highs. Now, if we do come down to test these lows, then obviously we're taking that into consideration. A possible double bottom scenario, getting a resistance support flip here again will be a good long setup. Now the price is pumping and we're just a few $100s away in hitting the highs. So if those highs are taken already in the next coming hours, what is the strongest level of resistance? Now if these highs are taken and the price does come back down here, we will still be forming bullish CVD divergence very, very likely. So that scenario is still to take into consideration. Claim the lows right over here from today at 64,500. I would be still very much interested and looking for that failed auction swing failure pattern to get the rise here, to have an attempt and hit all-time high in the coming hours, possibly coming days. Now, this scenario over here is still valid if we even though claim the highs right over here. However, if we do start pumping, is this a good range to short, or are we too close to hit all-time high and we're just going to break through? Now let's take a look at the session volume profile. Take a look at previous day levels. It looks like that we're probably going to have an attempt here and hit all-time high. When we do take a look at the all-time high from yesterday at $69,500, we can see previous day value area high is very close to the level. So would I take this into consideration for a possible short trade? We are getting above the 0.88 Fibonacci from pivot high of yesterday to the pivot low. I don't think that the price could reject from that point. I'm really not that interested in taking a short trade if we are breaking the 0.88. However, what about today's highs? Are we going to hit today's highs just sitting at $67,800, hit the 0.88, and then create that failed auction, possibly to come all the way down to the 618 Fibonacci in that old weekly level that has been maintaining very nicely as support today? I would take it into consideration, possibly a failed auction from today's highs, hitting the 0.88 to get a significant pullback of around about $1,000. That is if we do reject here, create that failed auction. I'll be a little bit cautious on this scenario as we are in bullish momentum, guys, and we are possibly going to be hitting all-time highs. So this level for a failed auction could just be a slight pullback, create a higher low, and then hit all-time highs. We need to be extremely cautious and selective here with our trading setups here for short positions because we are incredibly bullish. We're getting these massive drops here. Just look at this swing failure pattern created yesterday from all-time high, dropping over $10,000 in a matter of a few hours. This is why we want to be extremely cautious. Swing failure pattern from all-time high. Like I mentioned on previous videos and live streams during the last few weeks, people want to sell at all-time high. This is why we have these big major rejections, these double tops at all-time high. People are smart. People that have been buying Bitcoin at 15, 20, 25K, they are very happy with the 3x in just a matter of 1 year. Okay, remember, the price of Bitcoin is up over 200% in just 1 year. And those people that have been buying Bitcoin at very low levels are in insane profits. Everybody is in profits right now that has been buying Bitcoin during the last few years as we're very close to all-time high. Now, I'm going to talk about a scenario that was mentioned on yesterday's video update in the Legends trading community. We were talking about a possible long setup here at this range here when we were trading at this $66,000 area. Now, the main reason here for this bounce was that previous day point of control and also forming incredibly bullish CVD divergence. We were forming here very aggressive lower lows on the CVD and higher lows on the price action. Look at this right over here, and we had an instant bounce from that zone, claiming the highs and even creating that all-time high with a bounce here of over $3,000. This was mentioned in the Legends trading community here. Remember, if you want to sign up to the Legends trading community, where me and 𝗬𝗏, another coach, of course, you know him very likely from his YouTube channel and the collaborations I've done with him. He's posting updates every day also on altcoins and absolutely crushing the meme coins the last few days. Of course, a lot of them having that major pullback based on this flash crash kind of scenario after hitting all-time high on Bitcoin. Now, we were talking about this scenario. Move up here, come down to the previous day point of control, hitting their 618 Fibonacci, round about $66,100. We're expecting that absorption with CVD and then get that massive bounce to hit all-time high above $69,000. This was on yesterday's update, and that is basically this scenario right over here. Pullback, bullish CVD divergence, recover and hit all-time high to possibly get into that short position as well after taking the profits right from that long position. Now, like I mentioned, you got the Legends trading community. If you want those daily updates before anyone here from me and 𝗬𝗏 here on the possible scenarios that could happen. So looking for those trading setups. Now let's dive in here right away on Ethereum, because most importantly this video, I want to focus on Ethereum. Ethereum right now is looking insane, and I'm going to explain how it's very likely that Ethereum is going to extremely outperform Bitcoin in the coming weeks, breaking all-time high, at least testing it, maybe a swing failure pattern, test the highs and get a major pullback just like Bitcoin did yesterday. But overall, we're looking for that run on Ethereum. Also purely based on the ETF potential approval in May. We got deadlines for May, June, July, August, as well as BlackRock possibly has that Ethereum ETF approval. So there's a lot of speculation. When we do take a look at the Ethereum BTC chart, we can see here an ABC corrective move right there. We had similar scenarios on previous cycles, like I've explained on the live streams. Now, most importantly, we have tested the low here of this corrective move, which was on June of 2022. We created that swing failure pattern. Now, it looks like that we are forming a little bit of a diamond reversal scenario here. Very strong consolidation here during the last few months, getting ready for a move to the upside. This is purely based as well with Elliott wave theory. As we can see here, a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 here, creating another high, and this ABC 3-wave corrective structure that has taken multiple months since December of 2021 till February of 2024. So we've been almost 3 years here in a corrective structure on the Ethereum BTC chart. When we do take a look at the low on Ethereum BTC, which was on August of 2019, and we take a look at Fibonacci time from the pivot low of 2019 to the pivot high of 2021 here in December, what we can see is that we are just about to cross the 1-to-1 extension, meaning that the timing from the low of 2019 to the high of 2021 has had the same timing right over here. As you can see, we are just about to cross it. So impulsive move, corrective move, 1-to-1 after crossing the 1-to-1 here in a multiple month corrective move. We can expect here a major pump in the next coming weeks. And of course, this is Ethereum BTC chart, meaning that Ethereum will likely outperform Bitcoin in the next coming weeks and months. And for that, we need to go to the Ethereum chart. Ethereum chart is looking insanely bullish. Look at this massive parabolic move here to the upside. You might think, oh, this is ready for a pullback. However, we know how the market cycles work. We see Bitcoin pumping, followed by Ethereum and some many altcoins weeks after Bitcoin has pumped. Now, as Bitcoin has hit all-time high, we would be expecting Ethereum to hit all-time high in the next coming weeks, purely based as well on the Ethereum BTC chart, like I've explained. This is likely to be pumping in the next coming weeks here, and Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin. Now, I got a few levels here. We have a daily level, we have a weekly level at 4,064, we have another daily level at $4,435. These levels are likely going to get some resistance, but look at them to flip as support. You can check the chart here, weekly and daily levels. I also have the monthly level here that's been maintaining as support very nicely. Look at this monthly level, how we got resistance, broke it, bounced as support with a bit of volatility beneath it. Also that major flash crash that we did have yesterday. Look how that monthly, the strongest level that we have on the chart, getting that instant bounce. The daily level as well. Look at this daily level, how it is flipping as support very nicely. So we are getting those bounces. I'm zooming in here on the lower time frames. Look at that daily level, how it's getting the reaction, not managing to break through. You break through, bounce, double top, then finally rejection. Resistance right over here. You break through it, you flip it as support, you're bouncing as support. We are losing a bit of steam, of course. We could lose a little bit of momentum in the next couple of days. However, I would be expecting the price of Ethereum to continue that momentum to the upside. Weekly level at 4,062. Pay attention to these levels because they are resistance and they do flip as support. If we do hit that level of resistance, we break through it, likely to flip as support and get that massive continuation here to the upside. Stay cautious with major flash crashes here on Bitcoin because Bitcoin obviously being the leader cryptocurrency on the market. Be cautious if you're hitting the all-time high, you're possibly creating double top. Be cautious if Bitcoin does get a major corrective move, likely that we're going to see Ethereum follow. So make sure to take Bitcoin into consideration with your Ethereum and altcoin analysis, because if Bitcoin is looking very toppy and could get a major corrective move, you don't have to be very bullish on Ethereum and altcoins because they'll likely get that drag here to the downside based on the correction of Bitcoin. So look at these levels here in the next coming days. I would expect Ethereum to flip these levels as support if we do break them. Jumping into some news that is happening currently, we can see Bitcoin ETFs traded 10 billion in volume today. This was massive. This was yesterday, basically smashing the previous record by more than 2 billion. Absolutely exploding here in volume on ETFs. So this is continuing, guys. The massive inflows and trading volume on ETFs are still growing. Now, what we can see also here, some interesting news, big breaking: Brazil, Russia, India, China, all of the BRICS countries just announced a creation of independent payment system based on cryptocurrency and blockchain. Massive for mass adoption. We can see also Binance does not have available BTC to loan. This bull run will be different. The Bitcoin on exchanges is drying out. They are having massive supply shock. This time is really different with the ETF. And of course, technology adoption cycle charts, something interesting here from Altcoin Daily. Bitcoin just crossed the chasm. It is now officially mainstream. Which crypto will be next? Of course, we do have a lot of altcoins and great cryptocurrencies with great technology such as Chainlink. I am a strong believer in Chainlink. I have a huge bag in my portfolio, and I strongly believe that Chainlink at some point in the next coming months or years, I don't mind because it's an investment for the long term, will hit over $100, as it is an extremely important technology to connect real world data into the blockchain. Guys, not much more to be said on this update. Thank you very much for joining, and I will see you in the next one.